Welcome back to They Call Me Suki. I'm Suki. Today we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about 5 things I wish I knew before starting a business relaunch. Let's get into it. So, starting over isn't easy. It isn't easy. After surgery and feeling like I had hit rock bottom and the pending loss of my job, I started on this journey of rebuilding my life and my business. But unfortunately, as I went through this and I started 4 weeks ago, there were 5 hard truths I wish someone had told me before I jumped in and started this business over. So, we're going to talk about those 5 things because they are things that I wish I would have known. So, an introduction to me of who I am for those of you who are new and those who are returning. It will be a recap. So, they call me Suki, and after a very serious illness back in 2004, I had to walk away from my thriving accounting practice to regain my health and my strength, and then to just get my life back on in terms of my health. So, after that, I thought after my recovery I would get back into my business, but getting back into business wasn't as easy as I thought. So I got a job, and I was on that job for 5.5 years, almost 6 years. Then I got laid off in 2019, and that was at the end of 2019. And then we all know what happened in 2020. The pandemic hit, and the world was shut down, and then I found myself without a job, no way of getting the job because the pandemic, everything was shut down. So I tried to relaunch my business doing what I knew to do when I was in that situation before, was just to get out there and get some clients. But it wasn't as easy as I thought. So the second thing I knew to do, which was part of my business, was to become a consultant. So I did that. I was a accounting and audit consultant for about 4 years, and then things just slowed down. So I didn't want to, but I had to. So I got another job in 2023, and that's the job that I'm on now. And then fast forward to last year, August of 2024, I had to have major surgery, reconstruction of my cervical spine. And then, in order to keep my job, I returned to work sooner than I should have, to get there and only find out like a couple of months later that I was going to possibly be laid off because the grant that I was working on was ending, and the client wasn't planning on renewing the grant. So, being in that situation did not make me feel good. So I decided that I did not want to ever be in that situation again. So that's what put me right in this position where I'm at now. I thought about it and I said I didn't want to be in that position, so I was going to start my business over. But again, not as easy as I thought. So before I started over, I wish I knew the following truths that I discovered, with number 5 being the the biggest one I wish I would have known, and that almost made me quit over the last 4 weeks, especially over last week and this week. And I just had to learn these things. So let's get into it. We're not going to soak over. Let's just get into it. So, the 5 things I wish I knew before starting my business are as follows. Number 1, passion is not enough. So, I have a passion for accounting, for business, and I just knew because I really loved working with small businesses and doing bookkeeping and nonprofits that it would be easy just to jump right in from my previous business, but it just wasn't the same. So, what I'm saying to you is you can love what you do, but if you don't really understand your audience, which in these times you got to understand your audience, and it's totally different from when I had my business before. You have to know your audience, and you have to know how to make money in this day and age, in the digital age. And if you don't understand those two things within your passion is just an expensive hobby. So the lesson that I learned was, yeah, you can marry your passion, but you marry that passion with the plan. So marry with the plan. So know your audience, know how you're going to make money, do your research. So that's what I've learned, and I'm working on those things. Number two, no one is coming to save you. So as you all know, I just paid for a course that I'm taking, but it's been kind of slow. Last week I was out of town for work. This week my job has me overloaded with work, which I have never been overloaded with work. So I got this coach in this program thinking it was going to be the magic pill to what I needed. But the reality is, there's no magic coach, client, or program that will fix you or your business overnight. It just won't. You got to fix you. So the lesson I learned, that you are the CEO. I am the CEO of my business and my life, and I got to own that. I got to own it. So that's what I'm saying to you. You got to own it. You are the one responsible for making your life better or your business better. So just know, no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to help you. No amount of money that you spend on a course is going to help you or save you. You got to be the one to save yourself. Number three, I'm going fast because I noticed on the videos people are not watching all the way through. They get to maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and they zone out. So I'm trying to go through this as fast as possible because I really want you guys to hear number five. It is the absolute most important. So stick with me, hang in there, and you'll get a gem. So number three, visibility. Visibility, get that. People knowing where you are and seeing you is far more important and greater than perfection. What do I mean? You can waste months perfecting your logo, perfecting your website, just to get it right the way that you see it. But you know what? People don't care. They just want the answer to their question. So, working on your website or your logo for months is worthless when consistency and showing up for you and your potential client would have gotten you real results and real results faster. So, the lesson learned, done is better than perfect. So, what I'm saying to you is to start messy. Clean it up later, but just start is the key, whether it's messy or not. Key, just start. Let's move on to number four. Number four, you must learn to sell, even if you hate that mess. I hate selling. It is the absolute worst. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel like a car salesman and not a good car salesman. It makes me feel gross. But what I realized, if you don't learn to sell, you're not going to get anywhere. Selling is serving your client and serving your business. You have to sell. I'm not saying you have to be pushy, but you have to learn to sell. The lesson that I learned in learning this, which is one of the hardest, this is why it's number four out of the five, you have to learn to offer solutions, not just services, because people are coming to you because they have a problem. And you have to be the expert in solving that problem. So when you are that expert, selling becomes easy. So you're not really selling like a pushy car salesman. You're selling your abilities, your know how, and that you are the expert and you have the answer to their problem. So that's what I mean by learn to sell. Learning to sell is learning that you are the expert and you have the answer. to what they are seeking. And number five, I tell you, number five, if I would have known this, and I guess in a way I kind of knew it, but the reality hits deeper and harder once you're into doing this. So number five, mindset. Mindset. Like they always say, get your mind right. You gotta get your mind right. If your mind is not right, you're not going anywhere. Your mindset will make or break you. You have to know, you have to know with beyond a shadow of a doubt. And this is the one I'm telling you, this particular truth that I learned almost made me give up again because I didn't have my mind right. I didn't have my mind ready for what I was about to embark on. I just was in panic mode. I'm about to lose my job. I don't want to be 57 without a job in the economy that we're in and in the times that we're in. So I jumped in head first or feet first, however you want to say it. I just jumped in without really getting this cranium together. And that will make you or break you because if you don't know that you can win, the battle is just between you and your mind and no one else. So the biggest battle that you're facing in building a business or your life or reinventing yourself is internal. It's you. And if you don't believe you can win, then guess what? You won't win. And no strategy, no coach, no amount of money that you pay for marketing will help you. You got to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can win and that you got this. So, those are my five truths that I learned, and I wish I would have known them. So, if these things resonate with you, drop a comment below and let me know which one resonates with you the most. Maybe all of them do. Drop a comment. And if you are on a journey of starting or restarting your life, your business, hit the subscribe button. We're in this together. Let's do this. Join the journey, as I always say. So don't wait for things to be perfect. Start now, learn as you go, get these five truths down into your spirit because these are things that I wish I would have known. So I'm starting and learning as I go, to rebuild, rebuild something that's better than before in life and business. So subscribe and again, join the journey. I love to have you along with me and we can do this together and by the end of the year just see where we are and I know we'll be better than where we are now, but the bottom line is you got to start. So thanks for watching. Like, drop a comment, share this with someone that needs it, and most of all, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. All these things help me out a lot. I'm trying to build this channel. I want to get all this information out and I want to show you by the end of the year where I'm at. So we'll have more of an update on how everything is going next week. But these are things that I just really needed to share today. So my time is up. I thank you for yours.